Hi guys, welcome to session 1. In this video, we are just going to be focusing on the Home tab draw tools. Alright, and again, if you haven't watched my previous video where I showed you guys how you navigate through the whole user interface, please check out that one, especially if you're completely new in AutoCAD. But I made my videos in such a way that if it's the first time you see the software, you can just tag along and do the things that I do. All right. Now this video, as I said, will be focusing on the Home tab draw tools. While we are at it, don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you can not miss the updates that will be coming. Click on the bell icon so you can always be notified when I upload something new. The first thing we're going to check is our status bar here. Status bar contains our status toggles, right? So please check if your status toggles are the same as mine. I have switched on dynamic input. Dynamic input is this one. Auto mode should be on, should be there by default. Auto mode is this one. Polar tracking is there. I like switching on as well units, so I can be reminded that I am in decimal and not in architectural or the other ones, engineering. Units quick properties. That is, units quick properties is this one. All right. Sharp. Also confirm if all your snaps are on. All right. I switch on all my snaps so I can be drawing so easily. All right. If you don't understand what snaps do, so snaps enable you to just click and connect your different objects. It's like if you want to find the endpoint of this, the endpoint snap is going to assist you. Let's do that as an example. This is a practical class. I switch on my dynamic input. I don't have to switch on my auto mode at this moment. I escape, click line again, and I want to join a line from this. All right. You will see that as soon as I move or as soon as I hover my mouse on top of my line at the end of that line, it's going to tell me this is an endpoint. Let's say I want to join it at the midpoint. It's going to tell me that this is the midpoint. All right. So I can click on that and I join that. To avoid cases whereby if you did not snap them, you might, when you zoom in and you see that it's not snapped. All right. Let me just Control Alt Delete and begin officially. We've got our line tool. Our line tool is just a normal line. Click, 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 click. All right. That is a normal line. This is the most often used tool in AutoCAD. All right. We know that it's a normal line because when you move on top of the lines that you have drawn, it is in segments. All right. If I click on that, and what pops up here is my property tool because I switched on my property tool here. So quick properties helps me to see properties of that particular line at that particular segment of an object. All right. Line tool it's just a line that connects between points. Let's use a polyline to notice the difference between these two. All right, this is a line tool. If I click segment, now with a polyline, when I move on top of it, I click, the whole line or the whole object gets selected. It doesn't have the segments within it. All right, so that is the difference between a normal line and a polyline. So most often you'll be using a normal line. In cases where you will want to use a polyline is if you are converting your 2D drawing into 3D. we usually use the polyline. So when we extrude, the work is solid. All right. If you extrude a sheet, and a normal line is going to become sheets. Okay. Let's quickly delete what we just drew. All right. In the previous video, I explained to you how the lasso works. Right. Now the lasso, if you move it from, if you are selecting objects and you left click from the left towards the right, it becomes blue. All right. Now it's going to select only the objects that are within that lasso, that it covered in whole. All right, you see that? So it only covered these two. All right, now it only covered one. Okay, but now with the green lasso, if you move it from the right to the left and you let go of your mouse, anything it touches, it selects. All right, so that is the main difference. Anything it touches, it selects. That's why we can just delete. Just press on our keyboard and press delete. All right, that was normal line, polyline. The next thing we're going to be checking is our circles. Got different types of circles here. Got a center radius circle. Click on center radius. You see in my dynamic input, that is the number that increases as I make my circle bigger. It is only indicating to you that you can put in a radius of this circle. So we wanted to put in a radius of 600. Enter. That is radius 600, diameter 1200. Mind you, all uh, my my units are in decimal. That means they are in millimeters here. All right. So when I say 600, that is 0.6 meters, 600 millimeters. All right. Another circle is center diameter circle. Click on center diameter. I am now, let me just pen. If you want to pen, penning is this. If you want to pen, you just hold down on your mouse wheel and you move to whichever side. All right, so I'm penned it. Click here. You will see now, I wish this number, focus on the number that increases. You will see that number tells you of that it wants to reference the diameter. So if you type in 1200, you see now these circles are exactly the same size because we used 600 center radius circle. It made 1200 diameter, made it 1200 diameter as well here. All right. The other circles that we have is a 2-point circle. 2-point circle means you click one point, then AutoCAD is just gonna work around and draw. It's going to work around and join these circles with its circumference. All right. It looks like we're drawing Mickey Mouse here. We want to join my clubhouse. I don't know. All right. Then we've got 3-point circle. 3-point circle. Let's say I want to join. Let's make it complicated. I want to join this quadrant. Now, with this, when you move here, it's gonna tell you quadrant. That means it's reading through our quadrant snap. It helps us select. So switching on all of these snaps is quite very important. This is becoming Mickey Mouse. Alright, so now I joined this circle using their quadrants and as well as that circle there. Alright, we've done center radius circle, center diameter, 2.3 point, tangent radius. They are almost the same as the other ones. So how tangent, if you move your mouse on top of tangent radius, you're going to click on two a, a tangents of a circle. That is, let's click tangent. A tangent is a line that touches a circle at any point. All right. So click this, click that, and we put in. It's gonna say specify a radius. We want a radius of 1000. Enter. You see, now Mickey Mouse is holding something on top. You see, now we've got a tangent here. This is a tangent. So this line, although it's a circle, this circle is a tangent to this circle. It only touches it at one point. Those who did mathematics would understand. Then this is a tangent. Then the whole radius, I defined it as 800. Can define it to be more than that as well. Tangent, tangent, tan. That means you can move on top of different tangents of a circle. All right, I'm not gonna do that. It's just all right. We've got again in the arc. The arc, we've got way too many different types of arcs. I'm not gonna go through all of them. I'm just gonna go with the first one, my favorite, and one of these. All right. So 3-point tangent. You click on 3-point tangent. You select 3 points. Again, your command line will tell you specify a point of an arc. All right. I specify 1 point. All right. Then it says specify another point. I specify another point. Now, what's special about the third point is now you can actually wiggle your arc. Wiggle. Let's wiggle it to touch it here. Ka! All right. That is a 3-point arc. Okay. Now, what's very important with our 3-point arc is if now my auto mode is on, it may not work. All right, let's see. Auto mode, remember, is the tool that enables you to draw only in straight lines or only in right angle triangles. All right. Click one point, click another point, click on the other one. It doesn't work. Doesn't work. All right. It's telling me this is only going to be. It's not possible. All right. So make sure if you're using a 3-point arc, you have your auto mode off. All right. Uh, Start, center, end. We can use that one as well. Start, enter, end. So the name, it says start, enter, end. It means the first point is the start. The second point is the center of the second of that arc, and the end. The third point is the end. All right. Let's see. Let's start it somewhere here. I'm starting here. I have the center here. You see, then the end is you have to specify the end. All right. So this arc is if you are very sure of these 3 points: the start of it, the center of it, and the end. I think even its picture here it showed you a very nice example. If you just move your mouse on top, you can see that drawing there, the start, the center, and the end on the other side of that tool. I like start and direction arc, right? Start and direction arc. I even prefer using this one when I have my auto mode on. Let's see. Start, end. All right. Now my auto mode is off right now. If I switch my auto mode on, you see, it can quickly draw a semicircle or a half a circle, especially when you're drawing doors. Let's see, we can just draw a line here. Mm, Another side. All right. We've got, let's say, a typical rough drawing of a door. All right. Then I come here and I say start end direction arc with auto mode on. I click on this, start, I end it here. You see, we've got a door. Right now, obviously, my door is not looking as handsome as it can be, but when we draw a real project, you will see that our start and direction arc comes way much in handy. Okay, we can also check center start, but I feel like all these cycles are all these arcs they do pretty much the same thing. So I don't have to do this, just gonna make the video too long. But my favorite is start end direction arc as well as start center end arc. All right. Let me just delete this. We've got your circle tool here. Click on circle. You can see if you move on top of circle, it shows you can click on it and click 2 points. Click on circle, 1, 2, shanana, you've got a circle. All right. Now, if you wanted to be more specific with the circle, click on 1 point, then put in the number of the dimension of within your circle. Let's now put in, let's say, a number that is close to that is 6,000. All right. Now you want to put in, let's say this is uh, x and y. That is your x. Right now you want to put in your y. All right. Put in our y to be as well 8,000. So it becomes a circle. All right. So you can see my x coordinate is 6,000. My y coordinate is 8,000. All right. So our radius rectangle is standing up. Okay. You've got different types of ellipse here. Click on which one is this one called? Center car. Click on 2 points. Then click. You can navigate and put in your radius in there. All right. You're not gonna put in anything here. Then we are going to let's play around and hatch our our rectangle here. Although we're going to do hatching in a more different project based, but right now let's just play around and see how it does it. Right, the hatch tool, click on hatch, wait 2 seconds. Then you've got different patterns here that you can hatch your rectangle. All right, or let me call it a space, your space. What you need to make sure with your space is it is snapped. It is an enclosed space, so it doesn't leak through. All right. You can have a solid hedge. That means if you are moving on top of it and click on that, it's going to be a solid hedge. You can see. Or you can click on that drop down there, this drop down, and select different types of hedges. Let's say you wanted this brick one. You see, looks like a brick. We can even change the coloring of our brick. Let's say we want our brick to look yellow. All right. See, click once, then there it is. So if you wanted to reduce or increase the scale of our etching, get it here. I am reducing the scale, increasing the scale, rather, then it increases the size of our bricks. All right. So yes, guys, let me stop it here before the video becomes too long. The next video will be session 2, where we'll be looking at more tools and at the modify tab. All right. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon below.